Hello everyone, hope you are all fine. So today we are going to discuss about properties of aldehydes and ketones, and in this regard we generally discuss two major properties, that is physical properties and chemical properties. So first of all, let us discuss some important physical properties of aldehydes and ketones, and the very first point is the physical state of aldehydes and ketone. Remember, as a rule or as a generalization, what is there as far as physical state is concerned, physical state of a compound or physical state of a substance is concerned, as we move from lower molecular weight to higher molecular weight, the state changes from gaseous to liquid to solid state. Okay, so it means lower members meaning the members or the compounds having low molecular weights, those are generally gaseous in nature. Then after that, the intermediate state, that is the substances or the compounds having intermediate molecular weights, those will be liquid in nature. And the higher members or the compounds or the members of a particular class of organic compound or the substances with higher or even higher molecular weights are solids in nature. Okay, so formaldehyde is a gas. You all must be knowing the formula of formaldehyde, obviously HCHO, the IUPAC name of which is methanol. Okay, so formaldehyde is a gas, while other members of aldehydes and ketones are either liquids or solids, depending upon, again I will tell you, depending upon the molecular weight. And aldehydes and ketones containing up to 11 carbon atoms are colorless liquids. Okay, aldehydes and ketones containing up to 11 carbon atoms are colorless liquids, and the higher members are solids. Okay, now let us come on to the boiling points. Now the boiling points of aldehydes and ketones are somewhat higher than those of non-polar compounds. Non-polar compounds meaning here the hydrocarbons. In other words, we may also say that the boiling points of aldehydes and ketones are somewhat higher than those of non-polar hydrocarbons of comparable molecular weights. For example, we have two compounds of comparable molecular weights. This is pentane. Okay, its molecular weight is 72 grams. On the other hand, we have this compound. This is butanol, and the molecular weight of this compound is again 72 grams. Okay, now what I mean to say is that the boiling point of this one, that is the boiling point of this aldehyde, which is here butanol, is higher than that of this non-polar hydrocarbon. This is non-polar in nature, and this is polar in nature due to the presence of this polar aldehydic group, CHO group. Okay, and it has been noted experimentally that the boiling point of this compound is 349 Kelvin, whereas the boiling point of this non-polar hydrocarbon, that is pentane, is 309 Kelvin. Okay, got clarity? Okay. Obviously, this is the This is due to the reason that the aldehydes and ketones contain polar carbonyl groups, that is polar CHO group, and hence undergo weak intermolecular association. So there is association, though somewhat weak, but as compared to non-polar hydrocarbon, there is association, there is intermolecular association in case of carbonyl compound, that is in case of aldehydes and ketones. Okay, and because of that association, and that sort of association is simply called as dipole-dipole interaction, and because of that association, the boiling point is raised. Okay. For example, here that sort of association is shown here in case of carbonyl compound, that is either in case of aldehyde or ketone. So this is that association. Now in carbonyl compound, that is in aldehyde and ketone, carbon being less electronegative as compared to oxygen acquires partial positive charge, and oxygen being more electronegative, it has tendency to attract shared pair of electron towards itself and thereby acquiring partial negative charge. So as far as the association between the molecules is now concerned, then one molecule, negative end of one molecule will attract the positive end of the other molecule of aldehyde or ketone. So this sort of interaction, this is simply called as intermolecular dipole-dipole attraction. Now what about isomeric aldehydes and ketones? Among isomeric aldehydes and ketones, ketones have slightly higher boiling point, and this is because of the fact that there are two electron donating alkyl groups in case of ketone, which make that carbonyl group more polar. Okay, and because of which attractions become even stronger, and hence that boiling point become more and more as compared to that of the other substance of comparable molecular mass. So these are the two isomers, and that molecular formula is same. If you see here, 3 carbon atoms. Here again, here we are also having the 3 carbon atoms. Here in this compound, now this is propanol, we are having 1 oxygen. In case of ketone here, which is propanone, here we are also having 1 oxygen. Now what about hydrogen? Here we are having 3, 2 and 1. That means 3, 2, 5 and 6 hydrogen. Here also we are having. So these are the 2 isomers, and where one is aldehyde and another is ketone. Now ketone, or this propanone molecule, or this compound propanone, this has more boiling point, and that is 329 Kelvin than this, which is having 322 Kelvin. Again, I will tell you, this is due to the reason that we are having here in this case, in case of this ketone, 2 alkyl groups which are showing plus I effect. Plus I effect. These 2 arrows pointing towards this central carbon atom means these 2 alkyl or these two methyl groups are releasing electron density towards this carbon, and thereby making this much more polar, this carbonyl group. And when it is more polar, then attraction become even stronger in this case, and hence when attractions or associations are stronger, then the boiling point is higher in this case as compared to its isomeric compound propanol. Okay, hope you have understood. Now this is all about dipole-dipole interaction and the role of dipole-dipole interaction in boiling point. However, these dipole-dipole interactions are weaker as compared to hydrogen bonding. And hydrogen bonding, we all know that happens, or that takes place in alcohol and carboxylic acid. So obviously the boiling points of aldehydes and ketones are lower than those of alcohols and carboxylic acids of comparable molecular weights. Okay, so examples are given here. For example, this is an aldehyde, and on the other hand, this is a carboxylic acid, and the molecular weights are comparable, means almost similar. Here you are seeing that the molecular weight is 58 gram, and here in case of this ethanoic acid or acetic acid, it is 60 grams. And now, since hydrogen bonding which is a stronger bonding as compared to dipole-dipole interaction, now hydrogen bonding happens or takes place in case of carboxylic acid. So boiling point of this acid, this acetic acid or ethanoic acid, is more than that of the boiling point of this aldehyde. And you are seen here that it is having 391 Kelvin of boiling point, and on the other hand, aldehyde or this propanaldehyde is having 322 Kelvin. Likewise, here you are seeing another example. Here we are having acetone, this is a ketone, and on the other hand we are having this alcohol. Hydrogen bonding, which is a stronger as compared to dipole-dipole interaction, which is there in case of ketone, and because of that reason, this alcohol, this propanol, has higher boiling point, that of 370 Kelvin, than the boiling point of this compound, this ketone, and that is just 329 Kelvin. So these attractions or intermolecular forces or intermolecular associations or attractions play significant role in the state as well, and thereby in the boiling point of the compound or the substance. Okay. Aldehydes and ketones containing up to 4 carbon atoms are miscible with water, and this is obviously due to their tendency to form hydrogen bond with the polar water molecule. Okay. Now, the compounds containing more than 4 carbon atoms are immiscible with water, and this is due to the reason that the compounds containing more than 4 carbon atoms have bulky alkyl groups, means the alkyl groups present in them are bigger in size, and because of that fact, because of that reason, they are no longer able to form hydrogen bond with water, and hence they are not soluble in water. However, all aldehydes and ketones, meaning here that irrespective of the molecular weight or the size whatsoever, so all aldehydes and ketones are soluble in organic solvents like ether, alcohol, etc. Okay. Now finally, what about smell? Lower aldehydes have sharp, pungent smell. Pungent means unpleasant, bad smell, while higher aldehydes are less pungent and more fragrant, good smell, fragrance, those have fragrance. Okay. And on the other hand, lower ketones are generally pleasant smelling liquids, while the higher ones are pleasant smelling, but those are solids. Okay. Many saturated aldehydes such as octanol, nonanol, decanol, etc., and ketones like benzophenone are used as synthetic perfume.